right, everybody. Let's start with a little quiz question for you guys. Who of you knows how many eggs they have in their refrigerator right now? So hands for who knows how many eggs. All right, a lot of people know how many eggs they have. That's great. For the ones who don't, there's something for you guys. There's Egg Minder, which is a connected egg tray. And actually on your mobile device, you can see how many eggs you have left in your egg tray, which is great, isn't it? You're gonna love this, don't you? Okay, now I have another quiz question for you guys. Who of you really cares about how many eggs they have left in the refrigerator while they're in Utrecht at the campus party? Do you want to check it on your mobile right now? No? All right. Okay, then you get the talk I'm going to do. My name is Alain Dujardin. I'm a creative director at an Utrecht agency here in this beautiful town. And I'm going to tell you a little bit why I believe technology needs design. So first I'm going to tell you a little bit about the good. And the good about technology, that's what is here. Everyone here is a technology optimist. And the things I saw today, they make me really happy. So actually you could say that modern technology has given us a lot and it's a great time to be alive. Imagine what modern technology has given us in terms of medical, health. Look at this runner. It's a she. She's a 92-year-old Japanese marathon runner. Imagine that. She still runs a marathon. Possible because of technical innovation. That's where we humans are. This is a vacuum cleaner, which I want to have, but I don't have it yet. It's a robot, and it runs through the entire house, and it cleans while you're at work. That's what we need. Soon we'll be able to travel to space if Elon Musk is doing his thing. We're all going to be able to travel to space, which is amazing. And our kids, this is Fisher-Price. I used to play with that. And this is Fisher-Price Code a Pillar, which actually learns very young toddler already to code, which is also great. And this is Waverly. It's connected earbuds that translate the language you are listening to. So if you're in Japan and you're listening to someone from Japan, it translates it right there in your ear. So no more messing up, and you can go to Japan if you want and understand the people. That's what technology is giving us. And even on a more serious note, if you're paralyzed, robotics make you again be able to walk. So you can say in this day and age, it's a great time to be alive, and technology has given us. But there's also the bad. And the bad is all about what technology is doing to us. And it's bringing us down, people. Look at us. Here we are, standing across each other, watching our phones. We do that on average 200 times a day, checking our phones. Probably none of you can see this talk and not check his phone. If you can, then you're doing really well. Or I'm doing well. Depends on how you look at it. Our children, they're glued to iPads and tablets. And even doctors now have to see children with tablet eyes. That's really a medical indication, tablet eyes. Because you're constantly so close to the screen, your eyes change. That's not a good thing. Actually, in the UK, 75% of the children are less outside than prisoners are. So prisoners spend more time outside than our children because they're stuck to this screen. And this poor Russian fella didn't survive 22 days of gaming in a row. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Be careful when you step behind your game. And this is where we're going, people. This is the way we're going to be sitting across each other on the terrace, on the bars where we used to talk to each other, and then we're going to be sitting like this. So that's the bad. Sorry, guys. It will be become more optimistic later on. There's also the ugly, and that's really ugly. We're creating e-waste, electronic waste, massive of pollution we're creating with the technology. Technology that's not used, we drop it, we leave it, and we ship it to poor countries where there's mass pollution. That's not a good thing. And this woman, she's using technology. She's calling, but she can barely breathe normally. So we have to be honest. There's good things about technology. It's bringing us further. And we're all here techno-optimists. We believe technology will help us. But there's also stuff that's not going into the right direction. So thankfully, technology can also be the driving force for changing that. And I have two Dutch examples with me. This is Daan Rozengaarden. You probably know him if you spend time in the Netherlands. He's a Dutch designer, artist, and he created the smog-free tower, which actually sucks smog from the environment and he translates into beautiful jewelry. So he can do stuff with that. And this is another hero, Bojan Slat. He's 22 years old now, and he's trying to clean up the ocean plastic soup. It's a massive, massive idea, but in 2020, he hopes to be starting this project. The pilot is already in place. So yes, I'm still optimistic about technology, just like you guys are. But what we don't need more apps, more gadgets, gimmicks, stuff we don't need. We don't need that anymore, and you and all of us need to realize that. Human beings, we have human needs, and technology must address those. That's when technology works for us. So when Steve Jobs introduced Apple iPad 2, he said faster, thinner, lighter, those are all good things. But when technology gets out of the way, everything becomes more delightful. And he even said magical. So that's why technology needs design. This is the Tesla car, which is a beauty. And I think it demonstrates that you can bring a new car to the market with design. It's a beautiful car. At right, there's a little bit of code from the Tesla, and if you remove the design, there's just code. That's what we have. So the question for you guys, you're staying here, you're doing all kinds of great challenges. So what does it take? What does it take to create useful products that actually help? So you need to think that design is not about how things look, it's about how they work. That's what we need to think about as designers and creators. So it's about problem solving, it's about understanding the needs people have, the real needs, human needs, and creating useful and usable, beautiful products. That's what we want to do. And design has the ability, as you can also see in the examples we've seen in the presentation, design can seduce. It can engage, it can tell a story, and it can simplify. Complex technology can be simplified by design. So for you guys, I have a couple of suggestions what you can do. So the first thing as a maker is you need to become a kick-ass problem solver. That's your mission on Earth. Become a problem solver. So you probably know these are the Clinic Clowns. It's a client of us. And what they do is they bring joy and laughter to the hospital. But unfortunately, they only do that in 1 out of 3 hospitals in the Netherlands. So that's a problem. That's a problem. Children cannot be reached by the real clowns. So what we did is we created, with our agency, we created an app, the Clinic Clowns app, and that actually brings the clowns together with the children. Children that are ill and are in need for some laughter, they can chat, they can video call, or they can interact with the clowns. I have a little video of that.
Ja. Oh. Oh.
So we didn't develop this app because we liked it. We did it because we want to solve a problem. We want to get more kids to interact with clowns, and now they can. And the funny thing is, the clowns who are using it now, they say, if a kid now says, I want to go to the zoo, they can actually go to the zoo because they're not stick to a studio anymore. So it actually changes the way they do their work, which I really like. So as a maker, you need to identify real problems and search for those problems, not the imaginary problems, the problems clients tell you that are problems, but are not really problems. Be careful for that. So the second one I want to give to you is design for humans. When you meet someone for the first time, the question you ask is not how do they function, it's how does that person make me feel? What kind of feeling does he give me? And that's also what design and products you make need to do. So this is a project we did, which is about holidays. And then if you get ill during your holidays, and a lot of people do, maybe you get ill if you're here at a campus party, that's shitty, because you need to waste one day of your holiday time. And if you have children, you're going to be very insecure about what's going to happen. This Vietnamese-speaking doctor, what's he going to tell you? And what does it mean when I get medical advice? So that's why we developed an app which is called the Holiday Doctor app, and it actually brings a Dutch doctor to the user, who can actually ask questions in their own language and get a medical advice. I have a little clip for that.
20% of all holiday goers get ill while on vacation. That's why Zilveren Kruis introduced App de Vakantiedokter. With this app, you can contact a medical expert in your own language, wherever you are in the world. If you wake up during your holiday with a swollen eye, you can get immediate medical advice. You can also send pictures to App de Vakantiedokter. If necessary, you'll get the address of the nearest doctor. An online campaign.
Vragen over uw gezondheid op reis? App de Vakantiedokter.
And outdoor at the borders and at Schiphol Airport led to over 200,000 unique visitors. App de Vakantiedokter was downloaded 45,000 times in only 6 weeks and became one of the most popular apps of the summer. All this led to a lot of free publicity, but more importantly, we were able to help holiday goers in trouble. 75 holiday goers contacted App de Vakantiedokter every day in 194 different countries, and 35,000 messages were sent. And one life was saved. Tom de Krijger from Tilburg got intense stomachache in the Australian outback. He contacted App de Vakantiedokter. The holiday doctor recognized appendicitis and recommended going to the nearest hospital as soon as possible. Tom was operated on straight away. Thanks to App de Vakantiedokter, Tom survived his adventure in Australia. Zilveren Kruis, advice and action. Also on holiday.
So yeah, you can actually save lives with the stuff you do. And if you're looking for the work you make, try to find real insights. Look at human behavior. What is something that we're all feeling, and make sure you design for that. So the third one is have a purpose. I think many of you have a purpose, and especially when you're young, you have a lot of ideas about how you can change the world. But as you grow older and as your company may be getting bigger, then it's difficult. Can you stick to this purpose you once found? So who knows from which company this is? Anyone? You're not allowed to tell. You're also not allowed. You haven't a clue. Facebook? No, sorry. No ads. No ads, no games, no gimmicks, and 2 signatures. That's one. There's a guess. Google? No, sorry. Also ads. It's WhatsApp. As these guys came up with the idea of WhatsApp, they drew this and they put their signature on this. And as of today, this is still in their office. And it's sort of their way of looking at the world and trying to remember to yourself, okay, why did I start this? And stick to it. Stick to your purpose, even if you're becoming $1 million company, then it's hard. For them, it's hard. We know it's hard for them, but they stick to their beliefs. Another one is have a business plan. And this is an example you probably noticed. It's basically a mirror. A mirror through augmented reality that allows you to see how your makeup looks. This app has been downloaded more than 15 million times. But the most important thing of this is it's not a gadget, it's not a gimmick, it's not marketing bullshit. It's actually driving sales for them. People can order right away from the app. So as they are putting on their makeup in the mirror and they see how it looks on them, they can order it. And that's what's actually happening with this app. So what I want to tell you is follow the money. It's not a dirty word. Money is not a dirty word. As long as you stick to your purpose, you'll be fine. But there is a reason why you need money, and it's also okay to earn money with the stuff you do. And then the last one, and then I'm going to round up my talk. Be a fighter for the user. That's the only thing you need to remember in life. You're doing it for someone. And if you work in digital products, please always draw. Draw everything. Draw it, even if you can't draw. Draw it, redraw it, prototype it, but then put it in the hands of the user. Constantly take the shortcut to the user as fast and as soon as you can. Start with your mother, start with your brother, doesn't matter, but put it in the hands of the user, because then you get valuable feedback and then you can improve it. So eat, sleep, test, repeat. Prototype, 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 but always put it in the hands of the user as fast as you can, because then you learn. Okay guys, this is what I had to say. Technology needs design. Thankfully, design also needs technology, as we just heard in the previous talk. But please, let's make it useful together. Thank you very much.